Most military families, PCS in Las Vegas, make the same three mistakes, and they don't find out until it's too late. They talk to a lender first, they trust Zillow, and they pick a neighborhood based on what looks good on Google Maps. By the time they realize the commute to Creech is destroying their quality of life, or their VA loan got steered into a conventional product they didn't need, they're already locked in. I'm going to show you exactly what not to do before you do anything else. My name is Hudson. My call sign is Nuke, and this channel is a no pressure, no hype guide to everything Las Vegas real estate, especially from a military community. Whether you're active duty, separating, or retiring, if you've got orders to Nellis or Creech, this video is built specifically for you. Let's dive right on in. Most service members start looking 90 days out, some 6 months, rarely a year. The problem is they start in the wrong order. They start in the order of, let's look at Zillow. Let's talk to a lender, then we'll talk to an agent. The right order you need to think about is your neighborhood research. Talk to the agent first, then to a lender. I don't even put Zillow on there at this point. Now that's where you start to do your search. Why this matters: lenders who pre-approve you first often funnel you to their own agent teams. Your interests are not their priorities. Talk to me before you talk to a lender. I've seen too many families get steered. So before you even talk about loans or listings, let's talk about the thing that matters most: where you're actually going to live. So let's talk about the differences between the assignments between Nellis and Creech. So Nellis Air Force Base, it's in North Las Vegas. It's close to the valley. Commute is manageable for most areas. Creech Air Force Base, on the other hand, that's up in Indian Springs. That's 45 miles northwest of Las Vegas on US 95. This is not a short commute. Most agents don't understand the Creech commute. Most Zillow searches don't account for it. I drove that road. I know what it does to you over time. Where you live relative to Creech is not a preference, it's a quality of life decision. The best areas for Creech commuters in the Northwest Las Vegas area: Centennial Hills, parts of North Las Vegas near the 95 corridor. The best areas for Nellis are in North Las Vegas, Alliante, sometimes parts of Henderson, if you don't mind the drive. Now that you know where to look, let's talk about the financial side, and specifically the one loan product that is built for you that some lenders are trying to talk you out of for some reason. That is the VA loan. It is a zero down, no private mortgage insurance or PMI taking money out of your pocket, has competitive rates compared to a regular loan. It is the single best mortgage product available. So there's a common lender tactic, especially those who don't work with VA a lot, is to push military buyers towards FHA or conventional loans, because VA loans require a little bit more work on their side. So we got some red flags to think about. If a lender says the VA is too slow, sellers don't like VA, or you'll be more competitive with a conventional loan, yeah, that's not advice. It's them protecting their pipeline. In today's Las Vegas market, with 4+ months of inventory approaching 6, sellers are negotiating. VA is not at disadvantage that it was in 2021. So your key point is the VA funding fee does exist and is often rolled into the loan, but you still come out ahead versus PMI over the long run. Okay, so you know where to look and you know what loan to use. Now let's talk about the market itself, because you've been reading online. It's probably not the full picture. The market is normalizing, not crashing, not booming. Inventory is up significantly from pandemic lows. Buyers have real negotiation power. Homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer, which means you have more time for a smart decision, especially if you're PCSing in from another location and want to be able to land on your feet. Price reductions, they are common. 70% or more of homes selling below the normal asking price. That is normal right now because most people overprice their homes. New construction incentives from builders, like rate buydowns and closing cost credits, just run the monthly payment math before you do anything else. It's not just a sticker price. So let's talk about this. A $490,000 new build and let's say you were able to get close to 3.9% interest rates, which you can get, believe it or not, can cost you less per month than a $450,000 resale home at 6.3%. Run the math. Military families, this market is finally letting you breathe. You don't have to make sight unseen offers anymore. Now, here's the part most people skip, and it's the part that determines your family, if they're stable and taken care of while you're TDY or you get deployed. There's a lot of deployments going on these days. This isn't just about commute times and square footage. When you deploy or go TDY, your family is still here, right? The neighborhood you choose is the neighborhood they're living in alone. Key factors beyond price. What about the school quality? What about the proximity to base and the support services you get there? The commissary, the BX. What about how the community feels to you and your family? What about safety? So let's look at some of the communities. We got Henderson. You have a premium price down there. You got really strong schools. It's family friendly. It's worth it for many, even the extra commute time. We got North Las Vegas right outside the gate. Most affordable, fastest moving market. It's close to Nellis. And even when you go out to Centennial Hills in the Northwest, that is great for the Creech commuters. Newer builds, family oriented. Ask yourself, if I got orders tomorrow, will my family be okay here? Let me give you the exact action steps and the checklist I give every military family I work with before they do anything else. So you need to do these things. This is like your pre-PCS checklist, just like an aircraft checklist. 1, 2, 3, eat a banana. So first thing you need to do is confirm your report no later than date and the BAH rates. Now you may be watching this here in 2026, 2027. Hopefully I update this for subsequent years. So, you have the latest BAH rates, but you need to know your budget and you need to know the ceiling of that budget before you do any kind of a research on the neighborhoods by base, not by zip code. Nellis and Creech are different animals. Contact a military savvy agent, bang, bang, Nuke here, before the lender, before you go to Zillow and waste your time there. Get your VA certificate of eligibility ready. Now, it's not necessary you do this because most lenders are going to pull this for you, especially the savvy ones know what they're doing. They need to make that buy versus rent decision or living on base. Each has a real trade-off. And I'm going to have a separate video on this because I know every realtor wants you to buy, right? Well, is that the right decision for you? Now, you know where you're going. You don't have your orders cut yet, but start that search 90 days out at an absolute minimum. 60 days can be survivable, especially if you're trying to purchase a house and you want to land, but just make sure you give yourself as much time as possible. And look, I know some of you are watching this and thinking, I've already talked to a lender. I'm already pre-approved. That is okay. It's not too late. Reach out and let's make sure you're set up right before you go any further. So real quick, if you're PCS in Las Vegas and you want a free copy of my Las Vegas military relocation guide, it's linked in the description. It's linked in the first post down below. And hold on one second. I'm throwing it like right here. You see this? If you're looking at TV, this is your TV show of choice. All you got to do is click on your phone and you can actually get a good look at it. It's going to be right there for you. It breaks down the neighborhoods by base, gives you monthly payment calculators for building incentives, and has exact questions to ask your lender. Zero cost, zero pressure. Go grab it. Link is down below. So let's recap our core message. The order of operation matters. The VA loan is your weapon. Neighborhood is a family decision. This market is the best buying window military families have seen in years. You don't have to figure this out alone. That's what I'm here for. If you got questions about your specific situation, your rank and BAH, your timelines, drop them in the comment. I read every single one and I'll answer them. And if you're actually ready to talk, my info is in the pinned comments below. No pressure, no pitch, just straight answers from my military brothers and sisters. And for my military brothers and sisters, you know the drill by now. Alpha, Mike, Foxtrot, everyone else. We're going to keep them lights on for you. YouTube says the next video that's going to pop up is one you're going to love. And also we got that QR code again here. I want to meet you over there. You're going to learn more about living in Las Vegas and living in Las Vegas as an Air Force/military member.